Hi, welcome back to the Kellogg Garden YouTube channel. I'm Holly Capelli, a gardener just like you. A few years ago, I really started to incorporate some cooler kind of vegetables in the garden. We've been gardening for 2 decades now, but it really wasn't until the last decade that we got real serious about it. And in like the last 5 or 6 years is when I started to really incorporate some pretty cool things in the garden. One, we started eating flowers. All kinds of edible flowers that you can eat, and we've talked about that in our previous videos. Another thing is, sure, you could grow carrots. You know, a beautiful orange carrot is fabulous. Or you could grow red ones, or white ones, or purple ones. You can grow purple peas. You can grow radishes that look like watermelons. Sky's the limit. So I kind of 86 the boring vegetables a while ago, and now we're strictly growing the cool stuff. This year we have things in the garden like cucamelons, which are those really cute little cucumbers that look like watermelons, but taste like cucumbers. I'm very excited about that. I've got loofah going again. We'll see. I'm not really good with loofah, so I'm hoping this will be my year. We'll see. We have scarlet runner beans and this year's sunset runner beans, which I'm so excited to see. We have purple artichokes, purple broccoli. If it can be grown purple, I have it. So come on, let me show you around the garden and show you some of the fun veg we have growing. But before we do, be sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell if you haven't already, so you don't miss any upcoming videos from Kellogg Garden. Our path leading to the garden is just bursting with color. These beautiful climbing roses are a treat. We're enjoying them fresh, but I'm also picking handfuls of petals and drying them as much as I can so that I can use them in all kinds of fun stuff this season. But boy, is she a beauty. These are sugar magnolias. They are purple peas. The pod is purple, the peas are green, and the pod keeps its color when it's cooked. So these are a really fun addition to the garden. They haven't quite popped out yet, just the blooms. So we're eagerly waiting. We've got plenty of rhubarb ready for jam and pie and syrup. Ours doesn't get red. Actually, a lot of varieties don't turn red, and this is one of them. Still tastes delicious, just doesn't look like that perfect store-bought rhubarb. My scarlet runner beans are climbing up the tunnel trellis nicely. We also have some shelling peas sharing the little boxes with the runner beans. The hummingbirds absolutely adore those beans, and I can't wait until the tunnel trellis is filled up. Lettuce everywhere, ready to go. Snapdragons are blooming, and I'm especially proud of these because I grew them from seed. Snapdragons are super temperamental when it comes to hardening off. They need several days for them to get going. But from the looks of it, we scored this year. This is one of 3 of our raspberry sections. Here is where we have our Willamette raspberries growing. They are huge, red, juicy raspberries. We live here in the Willamette Valley, and we bought these starts from a local farm several years ago. One way to be successful at gardening is to get your seeds and your starts from your region. Then you'll know you can grow it. And these certainly are showing to be a success here. This is another one of our raspberry sections. This is where we have our golden raspberries. And as you can see, they are just starting to turn yellow. We've got quite a bit of buds on here, so this should be a good harvest as well. Peas happily climbing the teepee trellis. Our blueberries are looking just amazing this year. We have a few different varieties growing. We have some blue crop and some Chippewa and a few others. They are just absolutely massive this year. I cannot wait for this harvest. So to be sure I get to have it instead of the birds, we're putting up this netting. We've just taken 3 logs. There's the other 2. And we've buried them in the ground here about a foot. And then we have just attached the bird netting over it, and we're stapling it to our posts up there at the top garden. So we'll have it all closed. We haven't finished. As you can see, this bottom part is still sticking out. So we will completely enclose it. And hopefully that will guarantee me the blueberry harvest and not the birds. This is our green globe artichoke plant. This plant is almost 10 years old. We've gotten over 20 artichokes from it in one season. Last year, I think we got 15 or 16. So far this year, we count 12. She is the anchor of the garden and by far the oldest plant that we have here. So I like to consider her the overseer of everything that's happening. For every 2 artichokes that I'll harvest, I'll leave 1 behind a flower because they are such bee attractors. It's absolutely cool to see all of the bees all over this beautiful purple flower. In addition to it being beneficial for the bees and your pollinator garden, it's also where I'll get the seeds from once the flower dries out. So there are a couple of benefits for letting them go to flower. She sure is massive. Kind of proud. Lots of strawberries in the patch. We just harvested last night, so not as many at the moment. But it doesn't take long before this little patch is sparkling with little red jewels. We also have mixed in here Hula berries. Hula berries are a white berry that have red seeds, and they actually taste like pineapple. See here, perfect, beautiful strawberry. We make these string lines here for our berries so that we can hang them over instead of them laying right on the ground. It just helps to keep them being nice and not molding. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we have a lot of problems with our strawberries and mold, so if we can just hang them right over, then we'll do that. This is one of those Hula berries as well. Super sweet. They're very squishy and really sweet. And I'm gonna eat it. My Concord grapes are bursting at the seams. They have already taken over the pergola here in the spa garden. I'm so looking forward to seeing giant purple clusters just dangling everywhere from this pergola. That won't be until the end of summer and the beginning of fall, but it's sure worth the wait. Our spa garden is also home to all of our cherry tomatoes. I should say most, because really we have things planted everywhere. But for the most part, this little area is lined full of different varieties of cherry tomatoes. We have sun golds, yellow pears, Brad's Atomic grapes, black cherry, chocolate cherry, blueberries, so many. I'm really looking forward to seeing this area full of color. These garden beauties are called Violetta, a beautiful purple artichoke. This is the first year this plant is blooming for us. We've had it for 3 years and it's got 3 artichokes on it so far. So I have no idea yet what it tastes like or if it holds its color when it cooks. If you're growing this variety and know, let me know in the comments. I'm dying. I will definitely let one of these go to flower because 1, I want to see what it looks like, and 2, I want to cultivate the seeds so that I can grow some more of these. This has been such a cool new addition to the garden. I need more. Our main tomato area is filled to the brim, full of blue, black, green, striped, pink, maybe red tomatoes in here, but really all kinds of really fun specialty heirlooms that are new for me this year too, and I cannot wait to see them grow. So thanks so much for joining me today. I hope that this little tour has inspired you to start growing some extra cool vegetables in your garden. We'll see you next time, but until then, you can find me over at Instagram, Big Family Living. Happy gardening!